Your signature is requested. It's needed and it's wanted. Y'all have a good one. Well, fam, well, fam, well, fam. I hear word on the curve is that they have taken cursive out of the schools. Do you know the detriment that causes? Woo! Let me tell you. Let's talk. Can we talk, fam? Can we talk? Y'all make sure y'all hype up this video. If y'all can relate, which I'm sure that y'all can, y'all make sure y'all hype up this. Y'all make sure y'all hype up this video, and we're gonna go ahead and get started up in here. I'm gonna have to take my shades off of this, y'all. I remember Sesame Street, Scholastic. You know, I used to look forward to getting those little pamphlets and stuff. Little magazines. I loved reading when I was a child, and I still. And I still do, y'all. I absolutely enjoy reading, and I love writing. Absolutely love writing. And I have pretty good penmanship, and I'll tell you, something, even at my age, that I recall. Back in elementary school, we had a substitute teacher, and my teacher was introducing the students to this substitute teacher because she was getting ready to, she's going to be leaving for a few days. And she got to me and she said, I'll never forget, y'all, this was elementary school, and I'm over 60 now. She said, this is, gave my government name. She has nice penmanship, but she writes big. Now, why did she have to say that? But anyway, y'all, let me talk to my OGs out there. Y'all remember Reading Rainbow, Sesame Street? Oh, man, do y'all remember, I'm only a bill. This is a bill. They explain all that goes on through Congress and the House of Representatives and all this kind of stuff. Fam, let me tell you about the detriment that it is doing to our children. Well, your children, because mine are grown. But I do have grandchildren that have been taught homeschool since they were school-age kids. So anyway, what I want to say is, I want to tell you the detriment that it does, taking cursive out of school. You should not have taken cursive out of school, especially with all this ebonics. People don't know how to speak, let alone write in the English language. But thank God for Gary, Indiana public schools back when I was coming up, because my teachers, oh yeah, they were from the Vietnam era. They came during the Black Panther movement, all this kind of stuff, honey, and they were not playing. All right? My principal was Quentin P. Smith, who was a bombardier. Can I have a bag, please?
I'm sorry?
You got a bag?
Yeah.
Thank you. with Quentin P. Smith, who was a bombardier. All right? Thank you so much. You too. Pizza Hut, y'all. I just got a haircut, so I had to come and get me a little pan pizza. I come to the one in Swansboro because they are cleaner than the one. Hi, sir. They are cleaner than the one in Jacksonville. So I go there. So I'm just going to pull up in the parking space right here and finish this video right quick. So anyway, what I want to tell you all is, the detriment that happens when you take cursive out of school. When you take cursive out of school, y'all, your signature is required. First of all, I want to tell you about your name. Your name, your name. Do you know how important your name is? When you leave the house, you represent your name. You are the representation of your name, right? To me, my name is one of the most valuable things that I have. But your signature is required, your signature is requested. Parents, don't fail your children. Don't leave it up to the village. The village did not birth them, you did. Let me tell you why it's a detriment to no longer have cursive in school. Your signature is required for so many things. I just signed my signature to get my pan pizza, right? I just had to sign my signature for the credit card. Now, let me tell you, you need your signature. You gotta have your signature when you're buying a house. You can't put an X there. Those days are no longer here. You can't just put an X, all right? You buying a house. Say you're going to college. All those forms and the schoolwork, you need your signature. You're going to college. You also need to sign medical release forms. Come on. Your signature is required. You want to go rent a car? Your signature is required. What about that college loan application? Your signature is required. You're going to have to do a rental agreement one day. Your signature is required. Not only a rental agreement, you need a car loan. Yeah, you need a car loan, you need a home loan, you need any type of loan, any type of account, a banking account. Your signature is required. Sign here. You need to endorse that check where you worked so hard for. Your signature is required. You have to endorse it in order to get it cash so that you can get your money that you worked so hard for. What you want them to do? Just have you sign it with an X? Come on now. Government assistance. For those of you on government assistance, you got to recertify, you got to do this, refry, recook, redo this and do that. Your signature is required, not an X. Did I say rental agreements? Yeah, rental agreements. You're going to close on that house? Your signature is required. Just for everyday things. signature is required. My ID, that is my ID. That is your ID. Your name, that is your ID. Going to the military, there's all kind of documents you have to sign. How about parents, when your children, the first day of school, you know, that first week of school, they have you bringing so much paperwork back for you to sign. Lunch, you know, are they going to get lunch? Are they going to get free lunch? Are they going to get reduced lunch? Do you believe in corporal punishment? Do you believe in this? Well, that, I mean, everything. You want to go on a field trip, you got to get a, I mean, come on. Your signature is required. Now, you know, I always come out here and I say things like, this shouldn't occur, that shouldn't occur, and the like, right? But I always like to have some type of a solution, or at least something to jumpstart others, right? My solution or suggestion would be, when your children are little, always be a part, be all up in what they're doing, their friends, their homework, their children. They need your guidance. For example, there is CDs out. There were CDs out with my youngest daughter, who's now 34. When she was small, they had CDs out on math. It was called Jumpstart. They would go in order of like your grade. Like they would say Jumpstart, first grade, second grade, third grade, things like that, right? Well, I think it went up to maybe like 6. But say the first Jumpstart, if she was in kindergarten, I would give her 2 jump starts. I would do have a CD 2 jump starts ahead. Okay? If your child, say your child is interested in bugs, and you don't know that child may grow up to be a entomologist, studying insects and things, some type of scientist, you never know. But you give them the tools. Take them on little field trips. Take them to the little small museums in your area, you know. I think as a child, I went to every field trip they had. I went to it. And some of them were in Chicago, like going to the museums and the zoos and stuff. I mean, I've been, speaking of the Jump Start, as I said, I used to do that with my youngest child when she was small. Today, she has her math degree from North Carolina Central University. Go Eagles! Go Eagles! Bam! Yeah. So anyway, you have to teach your child cursive. All right, teach your child cursive. My little pen piece of y'all, I love it. Teach them cursive. Give them the tools, him and her, the tools that they need at an early age to succeed. And do it for your child. And these are the little peach apple pie desserts. You get what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 for, I forgot how much, but anyway. So your signature is required. Your signature is required. I just signed the receipt to receive these. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Y'all have a good one. And remember, start your child early on the road to success. Encourage them. Instill the teachings of God in their life.